Game happened on Sunday. We had about 10 games. Let's jump into it. The first game is the Nets beat the Portland Trailblazers 111-97 behind Curry's, not Steph Curry, behind Seth Curry's 29 points, 7 threes. Portland is still without Damian Lillard. Hopefully he comes back fully healthy. The groin injury, I mean, he used to be an Iron Man. The last 2 seasons has not been the case. Anthony Simons, in the meanwhile, should have a bumping usage, but just 15 points here with 4 threes. Jeremy Grant went off again. Yeah, we got to try to sell Jeremy Grant high. He has never been a scorer like this. And I remember last time I checked his ranking, he's 65th ranked player. So not that high, not inside the top 50. I thought, given his scoring volume, he would be inside the 50. But this year, he's just not been getting the steals and the blocks. But I'll try to sell high. Yusuf Nurkic, good. A double-double and a block. Free throw is a little bit suspect. But he's been playing well, I think, this year compared to like his ADP this year. He was getting drafted fairly late because he broke a lot of people's heart last year. Justice Winslow, the counting stat looked pretty good. If you are not worried about your field goals, you could definitely, or your free throws or turnovers, you could stream him. Josh Hart, not the best game, but had 4 rebounds. The minutes is there, so just gonna ride with Josh Hart all year, and some nights he's just not gonna give you much, but the minutes is there. For the Brooklyn Nets, Ben Simmons took just 3 shots, but you don't really get him for it. Like him and Draymond Green, like the younger Draymond Green. Obviously, Draymond doesn't shoot the free throw as bad as Ben does, but Ben Simmons, his rankings have steadily improved. He's now the 88th ranked player, and imagine if you actually pound threes, and then you pound free throws, or you pound points. His value, 7 rebounds a game, 6 assists, 1.3 steals, 10.8 block. And last week he's played really well. Because for a little while he was playing just 20 minutes. Now he's starting, he's playing 30 minutes tonight. Kyrie Irving played okay. I do think with Ben Simmons playing the point guard, playing 35 minutes, like KD's assist number is going to dip a little bit. Same thing with Kyrie's. Kyrie still had 6 assists here, so I think coming back from suspension, Kyrie hasn't played that well. But he's still, regardless, top 10 player on a per game basis. I think he's a little bit outside of that. He'll pick it up. Nick Claxton, I thought his minutes going to be down a little bit with Ben Simmons playing 30-plus minutes every single night. But that hasn't been the case. Played 31 minutes here, had 2 steals and a block. It's pretty good. Royce O'Neal had a block. The minutes is still super high for him, so we just have to hold. And KD, 31 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists, 3 threes. Pretty good stuff. We'll go to the next game. The Golden State Warriors beat the Timberwolves 137-114. Clay has been playing much better. Klay Thompson. He played under 30 minutes here because it was a blowout. And on the season, well, just 116 player. But I'm sure if you check the last 2 weeks, let's just do that real quick. Clay has last 2 weeks got to be better. Yeah, he's the 33rd ranked player in the last 2 weeks. So his shots are falling. I would use this opportunity to sell high. Same thing with Jordan Poole. If he plays well, like 24 points, he had 3 threes. Timberwolves just didn't play defense, so I try to sell both guys high. Steph Curry, 25 points, 11 rebounds, 8 assists. Pretty good for threes. Continue to just play really, really well. Andrew Wiggins, 2 steals, 3 threes. Yeah, he's the most reliable guy on the Warriors. He's going to play huge minutes. He's going to score points, threes, and some defensive stats. And hopefully more rebound. In the playoffs, we see what Andrew Wiggins can do, right? He could grab 14 rebounds in the finals. Why can't he average 7 rebounds in the regular season if he wants to? Draymond also had 11 assists. Offensively just had it going, so everybody had a pretty good stat line. They scored 137 points, and they shot 57%. Is it because it's Rudy Gobert? No, Rudy played 30 minutes. He was only a -8. While the guards, Anthony Edwards played. Who was out this game? Jaden McDaniels. Okay. So Anthony Edwards had 26 points. It's not bad. Went to the free throw 11 times. Yeah, he's not a great free throw shooter, so him going to the line may not help his fantasy value because he's kind of a negative guy from the free throw line. 10 for 11 is good for assist, for rebound, and a steal. Carl Anthony Towns 21 points and a three, 2 steals, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. Pretty good numbers. I mean, I don't really have high expectation for Cat now that he's no longer the center. So yeah, Cat is just right around the top 20. I think this is probably his area this year. And Rudy had 10 rebounds. It didn't still play 30 minutes. It was only a -8. All right, let's go to the next game. The Indiana Pacers lost to LA Clippers, 110-114. Sorry, 100-114. Buddy Hield had a pretty rough shooting night, but not too worried. Jalen, because the minutes is still there. Jalen Smith at 23 a night. I mean, okay, this is the guy that super inconsistent. I would try to always he plays well. Try to sell him. Could be a streamer. I think he's just a streamer for points and rebounds. Like whenever Pacers got a good schedule coming up, you obviously stream him, but you're gonna get better value streaming the spot. Miles Turner was in a bit foul trouble. You know, his worst game of the season, no defensive stats, no blocks. He'll bounce back, and Aaron Nesmith, not really fantasy relevant. Tyrese Halliburton had 11 assists and 2 steals. Yeah, nobody played that well. One thing to note is like, okay, Betty Dick also doing, but TJ McConnell, he's been getting some minutes and playing well. We don't give this guy minutes, he's gonna give you assists and steals. So I just keep an eye on him. Like if you're looking for steals and assists, he could be the streamer, right? He's probably one of the best streamers out there. For the LA Clippers, oh my God, Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. What's wrong with the Clippers, man? Kawhi Leonard, what are you gonna do? If you have our spot, you put him in there, cause he has top 30, top 20 upside. Just give him 25 minutes. He could be a top 25 player if healthy. And Paul George, yeah, he obviously hold, but it's been frustrating. But I mean, Zubac went off 31 and 29 rebounds, unbelievable stuff versus the Indiana Pacers. But the rest of the Clipper guards, nobody really took advantage to be a must roster. Terrence Mann, you could stream him, but his fantasy game is not that great. He doesn't really get a lot of defensive stats. Reggie Jackson, yeah, we know Reggie Jackson. And John Wall, without the two best players, he plays his 22. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you don't need the assists, you absolutely drop John Wall. I think you might get better guys. You get better values streaming the spot. And John Wall, if you got a back-to-back, he might miss one back-to-back game as well. Norman Powell actually seems to be the beneficiary. Played just 26 minutes, but he took a lot of shots. So Norman Powell is a must roster, I think, with all the guys out. But he only played 26 minutes. The next game, the Miami Heat beat the Atlanta Hawks 106. Yeah, they just have that number. Jimmy Butler is still out. What else is new? He kind of, I mean, he's a 12th-man player. Yeah, no problem. But he played a lot of games beginning of the season and then just missed a bunch of games now. So that's just who he is. Kyle Lowry didn't shoot well from the field, but 9 assists, 2 assists, and block. Good. Tyler Hero had a triple-double, but didn't shoot the ball well. And try to sell Caleb Martin and Max Strus if you can, because Jimmy Butler is still out. You have Duncan Robinson out. Yeah, Caleb Martin has been crazy hot. The minutes has been crazy high. I mean, another great game, 20 points. I mean, it's probably not sustainable. So do a 2-for-1. You don't drop him, obviously. You're gonna try to do a 2-for-1. See he can be the difference, making a trade happen. You know, you maybe try to buy low on a particular guy, and this guy, he already hates the guy on his team who is underperforming, and you throw him a trade, and then you add Caleb Martin, right? And that looks a lot prettier. Max Strus hit 4 threes, also another guy that would try to sell high, throw him in there as a 2-for-1 trade offer. For the Atlanta Hawks, DeAndre Hunter, 18 points and 2 threes and 2 steals, not bad. John Collins, his best game. If he plays like this, try to sell high. Okongwu started 34 minutes. He's a must stream if you're looking for big man stats. But I think the fact that John Collins plays so well is maybe because Capella was out. Try to sell him, yeah. If he's on this team, the performance is too many mouths, right? The two guards, Devontae and Trey, they both played okay this game, but like they're the primary options, and John Collins just doesn't get a lot of defensive stats. He's not gonna get a lot of rebounds because Capella is around. The guy averaged 13 rebounds. He's not letting you getting those rebounds. Devontae, another rough game. Probably a buy low now. Try to throw him a top 30, top 35 player, or top 50 player plus somebody to get Devontae. Trey didn't shoot the ball well, but 14 assists and 13 for 13 from the free throw line. These are absolutely huge. All right, we go to the next game. The Washington Wizards lost to the Celtics. Jason Tatum was out. This game doesn't matter. They score 130 points anyway. Wizards 121. Bradley Beal, after this game, is the 17th ranked player. Played 34 minutes, no threes. It's okay. 30 points, 2 steals, 5 rebounds. He's been on a tear, but he was a minus 28. I think he got COVID, and ever since that, he's been playing super, super well. He's still 17th ranked, but in the last 2 weeks, he's probably like inside top 10. I think try to sell him high, do a 2-for-1, maybe try to sneak him in to get a top 10 player back. See if he can do that. Because maybe Bradley Beal could be a top 12 first rounder this year. I don't know. I just know his shooting right now is not sustainable, but the counting stat looked reasonable, I think. Maybe the steals numbers is also, the block numbers a little bit high. 1.3 steals and 0.8 blocks. Kristaps Porzingis, no blocks. He's played every game this year. Did he miss a game? Maybe one. Healthy. Danny Advia is the guy that we want to pick up. This game is just 27 minutes, but we still want to ride. I think 27 minutes of him should have some value in there. Kyle Kuzma was out this game. But they give Corey Kispert a lot of minutes, but he's not really fantasy relevant. And Monty Morris, he just split the minutes with other guys. 18 assists is nice, but not a must roster, just a streamer in my opinion. We look at Celtics. Yep, Jaylen Brown has a huge game, 36 points without Jason Tatum. 2 threes, good stuff. Al Horford, try to sell him, because Robert Williams coming back is going to impact his minutes. His rebound a little bit, not so sure. Try to sell him. Grant Williams played 31 minutes, good. Derek White and Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart just doesn't get steals. The minutes is low this game too. I don't know what's going on with this guy. He had one game with 5 steals, yes, but there were games where he had 0 steals. Then he had steals. I feel like, maybe I'm wrong. 0 steals again. If this is Marcus Smart 2 years ago, this doesn't happen very often. But we'll see. Derek White, 2 steals, 3 assists, 15 points is not bad. We should, if you got him, continue to just ride with Derek White. If he's getting 30 minutes, right, he has value there. We go to the next game. The Cleveland Cavaliers beat the Detroit Pistons, 102-94. Okay, just another great win. Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell, they have all the usage, and look at the free throws, 11 for 12 and 12 for 13. The fact that they get to the line this much really helps their fantasy value. And Donovan Mitchell still inside that top 10, 32 points again with 2 threes, 5 rebounds and a steal. What can you say? Played 38 minutes. Darius Garland, same thing. 10 assists, 19 points. Really struggled for the field. 4 for 19, but it's okay. He'll bounce back from this. And with Jared Allen out, Robin Lopez, she's not fantasy relevant. Played 3 minutes and never saw the court again because he was a -8 in 4 minutes. Evan Mobley, if he plays center minutes, I expect him to get more rebounds with Jared Allen out and more blocks. But the fact that Jared Allen is there and he doesn't get a lot of touches really limit. Like if he's on a bad team where he has to do a little bit everything, he could be a top 30 player. Because he's going to have a lot more rebounds and points. And if he's at the center, right, he could get a lot more blocks. Dean Wade, not fantasy relevant. This Cavaliers team, they're doing great stuff. And we look at Detroit. Oh, man, they got so many injuries at the moment. Jaden Ivey was out. And we're still waiting for the news for Kate Cunningham. What's going on with him. And there is Isaiah Stewart is out, even though he's close. So in the meanwhile, Marvin Bagley, we could stream him for points and rebounds. And he had 3 steals in a block here. 3 steals might be his career high for steals. But I wouldn't roster in category leagues, I wouldn't roster Marvin Bagley if I don't need rebounds and points. Right? Because he hurts you everywhere else. Mainly just a streamer, really. Killian Hayes is a guy that he's a must roster. Had 5 fouls, but 16 points, 8 assists, 2 steals and block. He's a must roster. If Kate Cunningham does come back, then we drop him. But he's gonna be up and down. But you know, most like in the NBA, if you're the point guard, you play 30 minutes. They need to be rostered unless you're playing against with Jokic or whatever. Very very other ball dominant like Luka, right? Luka is actually the point guard on this team because you're just gonna get a lot of assists, right? You provide so many different categories. So yeah. Same thing with the center. Center play 30 minutes. Absolutely doesn't matter who you are. You need to be rostered if you average 30 minutes a game. Because the blocks you be getting. Isaiah Livers 27 million. These guys not really fantasy relevant. And Bojan Bogdanovic might be out for a while, so the shot's got to go somewhere. Diallo made a sighting, and Alec Burks is a guy we want to stream. Had played 25 minutes, 17 points. He provided very good threes and points and free throws. A little bit steals. This guy's been around the league for a while. Being on every single team, my God. Now he's on Detroit. The next team, the Grizzlies, beat the New York Knicks 127-123. Ja Morant, week to week, doesn't matter. Come back, dropping a triple-double versus the Knicks. Really good stuff. John Conchar is a must roster with Desmond Bain out. Didn't have the best game, but 8 rebounds is nice. He's a really, really good rebounder. Steven Adams, 10 rebounds, and Jaren Jackson Jr. Offensively, he's been pretty good this year, offensively. Didn't shoot the ball well, but 21 points and 3 threes. No blocks. That's totally okay. And Dylan Brooks had it going. I mean, they just shot the ball really well versus the New York Knicks defense. And Tyus Jones, just not enough minutes. We thought Ja Morant is going to be week to week. Every time Ja Morant is out, we pick up Tyus Jones. Otherwise, 20 minutes of him is just not enough. For the Knicks, RJ, wow, maybe shot over 50% for the first time this season. Good stuff, 22 points and 2 threes. Julius Randle took 9 shots only because, he was assisting, almost had a triple-double, good stuff. Mitchell Robinson, yes. This is what we've been waiting for. 5 blocks, 6 for 7, 16 points. This is why we cannot drop Mitchell Robinson. We just can't, even though some nights he had 4 fouls in 10 minutes and does nothing. Jalen Brunson, another huge game. Went to the free throw line 12 times. That will help his value. 3 threes, that will help his value. If you get more steals, that helps his value. But Jalen Brunson does not disappoint. So far, he's been putting up pretty good counting numbers. And Quentin Grimes, 26 minutes. I don't think he should. His fantasy is relevant. And why did Emmanuel quickly only get 9 minutes this game? Not so sure. Isaiah Hartenstein is okay. We could still stream him. We got a back-to-back. We need some big man stats. But for now, it's, the minutes is not really there. And when he does play 25, he doesn't really do much. And we look at our Philadelphia 76ers. Without James Harden, without Joel Embiid, I think this week, did they go 3-0 or they went 2-1? 2-1. So it doesn't matter. They won some road games as well. Tobias, 25 points, 2 steals and block. Really good. Try to sell him high. Try to sell him, man. If you can do a 2-for-1, you can get a top 30 player, right? Maybe Anthony Edwards. Heyman plus somebody who's playing super well. See if the owner bites. PJ Tucker, just doing cardio at this point. Only 15 minutes and did not attempt a single shot. Montrezl Harrell started, played 17 minutes, and Paul Reed is a guy with much better fantasy upside. That's what I'm saying. 1 steal and 2 blocks, 13 rebounds, 12 points, and he was a plus 28. Yeah, we gotta stream Paul Reed as long as Joel Embiid is out. Shake Milton is an absolutely must roster. Yeah, absolutely must roster. 29 points, and if Maxey returns, if Harden returns, he's gonna have absolutely zero value, right? DeAnthony Melton also absolutely must roster. 3 steals and a block, 11 points. But he's the guy that even both guys back, he could get 25 minutes and be a little bit fantasy relevant. So we could just wait to drop him, right? Once the guys are coming back. But you're gonna see Shake Milton's minutes disappear immediately. Maybe he'll get 15 to 20. Oh, Saban Lee's on this team as well. He come in and play 4 minutes. Daniel House is on this team. For the Orlando Magic, Bobo, 2 steals and 2 blocks. Still getting the minutes. Still playing just great stuff. Pablo Banchero had 18. The points is good, but need more rebounds and more defensive stats. Overall, below average game for sure. 3 for 6 from the free throw line. Mo Bamba, I think he got hurt, exit the game, but nobody really benefits that much. I think Wendell Carter Jr. is going to be back soon. So just hold on. Don't pick up anybody. Franz Wagner, because they got blown out, the minutes are pretty low. And Garrett Harris started at the point guard with Jalen Suggs out. That is very interesting. If you want to streak Garrett Harris for the next few games, sure. But I forgot the guy even existed. Franz Wagner, 17, and okay. But Garrett Harris, he's probably gonna get 30 minutes with all the other guys out. The Magic, they just had a lot of injuries this year. All right, let's talk about the last game of the night. The Milwaukee Bucks beat the Dallas Mavericks. Dallas Mavericks has not been playing well. This week and last week, I think they just lost every single game. Luka, 35 minutes. Luka's still doing Luka things, but 4 for 9 from the free throw line. Just weird. Spencer Dinwiddie, 22 points and 3 threes. Good. Dorian Finney-Smith had 3 steals. And if you're looking to stream threes and steals, Dorian Finney-Smith is good. But most nights he's just not really doing much else because Luka is getting all the numbers. Tim Hardaway Jr., 2 threes. He doesn't get the steal, so just a 3-point streamer. And I don't even like that. One big thing is Christian Wood played 32 minutes. The minutes is high. 21 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. Yeah. Christian Wood, hopefully he can get more minutes. If he get more minutes, he's going to put up numbers for sure. And we look at the Bucks. Giannis, sure, 30 points, 11 rebounds. Easy game for him and made 80% of his free throw. Brook Lopez had 5 fouls. It will be interesting to see what happens when Chris Middleton returns. Is Brook Lopez going to get 35? Because he was in foul trouble. Otherwise, he's been getting 30, 33 minutes a game. Doesn't matter. He had 1 steal and 4 blocks. I would really try to sell Brook Lopez. I just don't know. At this age, can he sustain it all season? Grayson Allen, 7 threes, good stuff for a 3-point streamer. And Jrue Holiday, 6 assists, 3 steals, 16 points, 2 threes. Not bad at all. It's not a bad stat line. And that's it, guys. I'll see you next time.